I am delighted to address the One Young World Conference today, not only as the 2011 Australian Ambassador to the United Nations, but as a global citizen. As someone who believes that our future is not defined by borders or boundaries, by race or religion, but rather that fundamental belief that I am my brother's keeper, that I am my sister's keeper. In 1966, Robert Kennedy, addressing the youth of South Africa, said that we can perhaps remember that those who live with us are our brothers, that they share with us the same short moment in life, that they seek, as we do, nothing but the chance to live out our lives with purpose and happiness. It is this sense of responsibility that has brought us here, this sense of responsibility to our fellow man that has brought us here to Zurich, to beautiful Switzerland, from over 170 nations around the world, because we seek this purpose and this responsibility and this happiness. It is the social footprint we leave behind as we continue to kick down the doors that remain closed to young people throughout the world. And it's this impact that creates the vibrations that shake the foundations of institutions moored in time. Not to break, but to build. Build stronger structures, build better structures, supporting youth leadership, supporting young people. There's a beautiful quote by Pericles. She says, "What we leave behind is not what's carved into stone monuments, but what's woven in the hearts of others." It is this common thread that binds us all. It is this rich tapestry of hope, passion, and that sense of urgency, a motif that I have witnessed through my travels across Australia, travelling over 32,000 kilometres, engaging over 10,000 people face-to-face and through social media. It is the hope shared by a school principal in remote northern Australia, when he said no one had graduated year 12 in 7 years. And then he pointed out one young boy and 3 young girls, and he said these 4 students, they have the potential to be the first in their family, the first in their community to graduate and break the cycle of disadvantage which has gripped their town. It is the passion the Foreign Minister for Tunisia showed at the recent United Nations high-level meeting on youth when referring to us as the dot-com generation, when he stated, "We are counting on their strength to fulfill the promises of the revolution." It is the urgency that formed the words of the Honduras Minister for Youth when he said, "We must vanquish the old cliche that the future belongs to the youth, for it is the present that belongs to the youth." The 12th of August 2011 brought to a close the International Year of Youth, themed Dialogue and Mutual Understanding. This is a wonderful and thoughtful theme that must not end at this 12-month mark. It's something that we should continue to strive for at grassroots level, at local, national and international levels. And with that, I call on political leaders throughout the world at all levels of government and in all institutions to empower, support and develop young leaders in decision-making processes with transparent but strong frameworks that are accessible, and that's very much key, accessible to young people. Youth leadership is not tokenistic. It is a meaningful investment into youthful enthusiasm, into the inherent sense of a global community in which responsibility and accountability are supported through transparent and tangible governmental frameworks. So I ask you to return to your nations and return to your cities with a challenge to your leaders. How are you supporting me as a young person? How are you supporting our youth? But more importantly, how can we work together to form and develop and implement strong frameworks supporting young leaders, supporting the young people's voice? I will be representing Australian youth at the 66th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, where I'll be voicing the vital importance of meaningful youth engagement and also the vital importance of relevant, formal and informal education. I pay tribute to you all, you One Young World delegates, you leaders in your communities, you leaders in your nations, leaders in business, leaders in innovation. I pay tribute to the young people throughout the world who continue to shake the foundations of institutions, continue to shake the foundations of nations in order to build stronger institutions that support and promote youth leadership. It behooves us to remember that change is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It is not something to be waited for, it is something to be achieved.